Okay, so this shouldn't be a very long lesson because this song is pretty simple. The tuning is D, A, D, G, B, E. So basically the whole song is played using the same chord formation, and you're just going to slide it around the fretboard. You're going to do a bar chord on the 2nd fret, and you're going to put your ring finger down on the 4th fret of the G string, right there. And you're going to put your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the B string. So the intro, you're just strumming that chord. And you're going to slide it up 1 fret and then back again. And that will be followed by an open and then hammering back on. So I'll play it really slowly so you can hear it. So you're just going to do that over and over again. And this bar chord can get a little bit exhausting to be holding down the whole time, sliding around. So instead of sliding the whole thing up 1 fret during that intro, if it's easier, you can just use your middle finger and hammer on the 3rd fret without moving the whole chord like this. Whatever sound you prefer more. And then for the chorus, you're going to slide up to, again, same chord formation, but you're going to be doing it starting from the 7th fret. And then you're going to slide that down to the 5th fret, starting from the 5th fret. And then you're going to slide that all the way up to the 10th fret. So those 3 chords. And then you're going to go back down to the 5th fret. And then to the 3rd fret. And when I'm saying the frets, I'm just saying like where my index finger is starting from. So 7, 5, 10, 5, 3. So that's the whole intro, and then the drums and the vocals and everything come in, and you're just going to be doing like a sort of picking pattern on the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and open of the low D string. And I always say in my videos that I'm just learning by ear, and sometimes I'm just playing whatever sounds good to me. So it might not be exactly how Adam Jones is playing it, but it's close enough and it still sounds pretty cool. So you're just going to be doing this. So the first note that you hit is on the 3rd fret, and you're going to pull off to the 2nd fret like this. And then open, hammer on 2nd fret. So. Or they don't have to be hammer-ons and pull-offs. You can strum every chord. And half of that riff is palm muted. So you're resting this part of your hand just at the base of the strings here, and you're muting it. And then you put your hand down. So yeah, you're just doing that the whole time, and then halfway into that first verse, at some point, you slide all the way up to the 10th fret and hold it, and then back into the riff. Do that a couple times, and then back into the chorus. And then after that first chorus, back into the intro riff. And you're just going back and forth between the chorus and the verse, sliding that chord all over the fretboard. And then I think it's around the 3-minute 15 seconds mark where it goes into a bridge, which is basically this same chord. But this time you don't have to hold your pinky finger down on the B string. You can just do like a power chord. You can just bar those 3 strings. And then you slide up to the 9th fret. And it's again just a bar chord, only you're putting your ring finger down on the 11th fret of the G string. So you're barring on the 9th fret, the top 3 strings, and then putting your ring finger down on the G string of the 11th fret. So, and then you put your pinky finger down on the 12th fret of the D string, and then you slide it down to the 11th fret. So, just like that. And so you do that maybe 3 times, and then on the last time you slide that chord down to the 7th fret. So the last time it would sound like this. And you can hear I'm just ringing out the B and E strings when I'm on the 7th fret doing that bar chord. But you don't have to, you can just play the top 3 strings. So after that, there's a part where you're just alternating between that original first chord that I showed you. You're just alternating between starting on the 2nd fret and then sliding up to the 10th fret. So after that, it just kind of breaks down, and you're just kind of doing this quietly. Which is just open and 2nd fret, just alternating. And you can go up to the 3rd fret if you want. And then it just kind of builds and goes right back into the chorus. At which point Adam Jones does a little guitar solo that sounds kind of like this. So that is played basically like this. You're going to put your index finger on the 7th fret of the A string, and you're going to hammer on with your pinky finger to the 10th fret, and then you're going to put your index finger on the 7th fret of the high D string, and you're going to do that twice, and then back to the 10th fret of the A string, and then you're going to do it one more time, but you're going to go up higher. So that's basically 7th fret, hammer on to the 10th fret of the A string, 7th fret of the D string, back to the 10th fret of the A string, and then you're going to put your index finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and you're going to end with your pinky finger on the 10th fret of the high D string. So So the whole thing slowly. Then you're going to go up to the 9th fret of the G string and hammer on to the 10th fret, and then the 9th fret of the B string, and then back to these 2 frets. And then you're going to go to the 10th fret of the D string and hammer onto the 12th fret, and then the 10th fret of the D string, and then the 9th fret, and then you're going to go to the 10th fret of the A string, and then the 9th fret, and then ends on the 8th. Sorry if I butchered that, but I would recommend just listening to the song very closely. Try to follow what I did, and if you can't figure it out, just make up your own thing. That's what I do. And then back into this. So yeah, it's a pretty simple song. You're just moving that chord around. I learn everything by listening very closely and just jamming along with the song. So good luck with that, and thanks for watching. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will try to reply as soon as possible.